Namaste, my dear students. How are you doing? I hope you are having a wonderful time there. First of all, let me welcome you all to our regular class. So, what did we do in our previous class? Yes, we discussed a wonderful lesson. It was about life and death. So, can you guess what are we going to do in the second lesson? I hope yes. You might have already guessed. But before we begin, are you all ready with your necessary materials? Your textbook, your notebook, pen or pencil. I hope all of you are pretty ready with all the materials. So, what shall we start for the first time today? My dear students, in our class today, we are going to learn firstly some of the most often mispronounced words in English speaking. Have you noted these words in your English textbook? Please look at these words firstly. There are given, a list of words with bold letters. So, how do we pronounce all the words? First of all, we are going to pronounce all the words with bold letters with the help of a meta card. So, I'll show you this card and all of you are supposed to follow after me. Are you all ready for that? Very good. So, let's begin with the very first word. So, look at the first word. Can you see this first word? Great. So, how to pronounce this word? Good try. This is pronounced as autumn. Autumn. Very good. The bold letter N is silent over there. Right. Now, let us look at another word. What is the next word? Good. The next word given there is condemn. Please follow after me. Condemn. What is silent over there? The letter N is silent there. Great. Okay. So, look at the next word. Please look at the word that is pronounced as solemn. Solemn. Right. This is not pronounced as Solomon, okay, my dear students. Please, we pronounce this word as solemn. That no, it's silent over there. Good. Look at, the next word. What is this? How do we pronounce this word? Good try. Okay, this is limb. Limb. But this is not pronounced as limbo, okay? Please, okay? I have often heard this word pronouncing limb also, but not limb. Very good. Now, let's see another words. Okay? What about this word? How do you pronounce this one? Good. You are practicing together. This is pronounced as thumb. Thumb. Good. Okay. Now, let us look at another word. Okay. So, how do you pronounce this word? Yes. This is pronounced as assent. Assent. Good. You are practicing together. Let's look at another word. So, how to pronounce this one? Okay. Would you try once? Very good. This is pronounced as descent. Descent. Okay? We have to repeatedly practice pronouncing these words. Sometimes we have to pronounce the single word for many times to pronounce correctly. Look at another word, dear students. What about this word? How we pronounce this one? Okay, good. This is pronounced as Evening. Evening. Right. Very good. Okay. Now, let us look at another word. What about this? Yes, this is pronounced as design. Design. Good. Let's look at another word. This is the word, I must often hear this word pronouncing, mispronouncing, by all the students. So please do try. How do you pronounce this one? Is this honest? I have heard many times, okay? But this is not honest. Look, it is pronounced as honest. Honest. Right. Very good. Now, let's look at the another words. What about this one? Okay. Look at the bold letter there. So how to pronounce this one? Yes, this is pronounced as architect. Architect, not Archie. Okay? Yes, this is pronounced as architect. Very good. Okay, look at another word, dear students. Yes. What is it? Good. The beginning letter, initial letter. Okay? Ka. That is silent there. So, how to pronounce this one? Good. This is pronounced as ni. Ni. Very good. Now, look at the second last word over there. Okay? Yes. Let's see the word. What is this? How do you pronounce this one? This is also the most often used words in English, right? So, how to pronounce this one? Do we pronounce with pa? Not exactly, okay? That pa is silent, so it is pronounced as pneumonia. Pneumonia is the correct pronunciation of this word. And now, the last word. Okay, how to pronounce the last word? Please look at this. Basically, students pronounce with pa sound, so receipt, okay? But this is not pronounced as receipt, but the correct pronunciation of this word is receipt. Receipt is the correct pronunciation of these words. Yes, my dear students, so these are the frequently used words but mispronounced words in English language. So we often hear these words pronouncing in a wrong way. So we have to practice pronouncing these words time and again. You can listen to the authentic dictionary and check it. Yes. Now, let's look at the another one. What we are going to do in this exercise is we are going to pronounce the words given there correctly with native pronunciation, okay? You can check over there the phonemic transcription and the native, let's say the recordings there, okay? How is this first word pronounced? So, look at the very first word, okay?
Doubt.
Yes. Please, just try to pronounce, okay? Another word.
Debt.
Okay, yes. And look at the third word.
Subtle.
All right.
Scissors.
Please try together, okay?
Interesting.
Okay. Seems very simple, okay? But it's a bit tricky. Please, everybody, follow, yes, with this pronunciation. Okay, look at this word.
Vegetable.
Okay. Most often students pronounce this vegetable, okay? Please check. This is not vegetable, but vegetable. Okay, good. Look at the another word. Yes, see?
Foreign.
Okay. Not foreign. Please remember. Foreign. Okay? Yep. And look at the another words. Okay, what about this?
Stomach.
Yes. Not stomachs. Please, dear students. Stomach. Okay? You heard it. Okay. Let's go to the next word.
Whisper.
Okay. Yes. Where? Got it? Very good. Okay, so yeah, there are some more words. Look at this one. What about the first word?
Knowledge.
Yep, knowledge. Okay, yes. Another word?
Calf.
Okay, calf. Okay, what about this? Come on.
Salmon.
Salmon. Salmon. Okay, yes. Let's check this one now. Okay.
Psychiatrist.
Oh, yes. Okay, these words, how we pronounce. Psychiatrist. Okay, now let's go to this word.
Calm.
Okay, not low, but calm. Okay, look, interesting, these are the words. Now look at the first here. Okay, what about this word? Please check.
Pseudonym.
Yes, pseudonym. Look at this word. Come on, this is the word, I have heard many times. Okay, is it Island? Not exactly. Okay, please listen.
Island.
Okay, yes, island. Okay, check this one.
Castle.
Ah, yes, not castle, but castle. Okay, please check this one.
Hustle.
Ah, okay, hustle. Okay, this word.
Psychology.
Ah, okay, psychology. Good. Let's see again this word, okay, as we heard a bit. Now another word. Come on, please. What about this word?
Honor.
Yes, not honor. Honor. Okay. Now.
Mechanic.
Oh, yes. Okay. This is mechanic. Please. Look this one.
Schizophrenia.
Okay. This is a bit tricky. So, it's schizophrenia. All right? You just pronounce it. Okay.
Whistle.
Oh, yes. Whistle. Yes, dear students. Let us look at now the last two words there. So what can you see there? Not biscuit. How it is pronounced? Let's check.
Biscuit.
Yes, very good. Biscuit. Now let's see the last word. Okay.
Build.
Okay. Right. This is pronounced as build. Build. Thank you. Now, just after the pronunciation of this lesson, we are moving to the speaking part. In this speaking part, now let us read and act out the conversation given in our textbook. Please look at a very short conversation there, but please do focus the underlined part of this conversation. Let's see a very short conversation. What does A say there? You look sad. What's the matter? So B says, my father is very ill. And again, E.T., I'm really sorry to hear that. Did you notice the underlined part? I'm really sorry to hear that. Right. Look at the another one. So, I lost my new mobile set. One of the friends says, I lost my new mobile set. And another partner says, is it? So sad to hear that. Look at this, the expression, so sad to hear that. What is this? Okay, you will just get to know later on, right? So look at the another one. I spilt milk over my textbooks, right? And what is the response? What a pity. What a pity. Look at my dear students, so these underlined parts. See, I'm really sorry to hear that. So sad to hear that. What a pity. So what are these expressions? Very good. These are expressing sympathy, right? Good. So now look at some of the expressions which are used in expressing sympathy in a different way. Let's see the first one. What is that? Yes, that's too bad. Okay, look at. I'm sorry. What a bad luck. Okay. I hope you feel better soon. Oh, that's terrible. I know how it feels. Please accept my deepest sympathy. My goodness. Okay. That's so sad. I hope things get better soon. What a pity, right? What a pity. I'm sorry to hear that. You must be very upset about it. I know how you must be feeling. Okay. Yes, my dear students. So you might have gone through these different expressions. So where do we express this expression? Yes, when some of our friends, relatives, or anyone else, when they are in trouble, we do express this sort of expression, right? Okay, I hope you are familiar with this different expression. You are using it, okay? If not, now we will be able to express this sort of expression in different situations, especially in some trouble. All right, so dear students, now we are going to work in a pair. There are different situations there. With the help of those situations, we are just trying to express some sympathy or condolence, right? So look at the situation here, all right? You just can see here, failed the exam, that's too bad. Okay, just let's try this one, okay? So let's see here. So you can see there, failed the exam. Yes, failed the exam, okay? And what is the response? That's too bad. Okay, so you can see there, that's, okay, that's too bad. That's too bad. Okay. Yes, this is the situation. So now, all of you have to do is, you have to just make a very short, yes, exchange over there. Failed the exam. So friends, A says, yes, I failed the exam, right? I failed the exam. I failed the exam. Okay, I failed the exam. Now, what does B reply or respond for, yes, this sort of situation? I failed the exam. So he will reply here, that's too bad. Okay, you simply respond like, that's too bad. That's too bad. This is the response. This is expressing sympathy, okay? I failed the exam. That's too bad. This is the way that you are going to make a very short exchanges, okay, with your pair. So now, let's see. I failed the exam, right? And here, that's too bad. Okay? Now, let us look at another one. Sister got accident. So sad to hear that. Okay? So how do the A says? My sister got accident yesterday. And what is the response? Good. Really? I'm so sad to hear that. Okay. Let's look at another one. Lost football match. What a pity. So, we lost. Let's see. We lost President Cup football match, right? And B says, what a pity. This is the response. Look at number D, lost job. And sorry to hear that. Okay, I lost my job. And what might be the response? I'm sorry to hear that. This is the response, okay? Now, let's see. A friend's mother fell ill. Hope she feels better soon. So now, it says, my friend's mother fell ill. And B says, let's hope she feels better soon. Right? Let's see the another one. Lost bicycle. Terribly sorry for the loss. So look at, I lost my new bicycle. Okay, and what does B respond? Oh, I'm terribly sorry for the loss. Okay, this is how, yes, there is a very short exchanges, okay, about different situations. I hope you have learned the way to express sympathy in different situations as we practice right now. Dear students, now is the time we move on to the listening part of this lesson. So, before we start listening, let's just guess the meaning of the words in bold letters in the sentence below, and then we will listen to the audio. Let's look at number A. My mother took a half-day leave to attend the funeral of her close friend. Yes, dear students. Okay, so you have to just try to guess the meaning of funeral. So, my mother took a half-day leave to attend the funeral of her close friends. Do you know what is the meaning of funeral? Well, you might have participated in some funeral program, right? So, what does this mean? You might have heard the word funeral, you know? Yes, this is somehow we can say antyesty, right? After someone's death, we take them to the funeral procession. That is what we call funeral. What is it? Yes, sanskar, antim sanskar, right? And look at this one. Only the immediate family is invited to attend the viewing. So what does this viewing mean? We have this culture, you know, this is, let's say, humanity as well. So, yeah, after the death of someone, right, our near and dear, our relatives, so we have the, what do you say? We have to attend that viewing moment, right? Ekpatak mukh herne bhanne, what is we call, you know, that is here given viewing. Okay, and number C, at the funeral, the minister offered the eulogy on behalf of the family. So what is the word, this eulogy? Can you guess? Okay, you might guess, you know, with this context. The minister offered the eulogy on behalf of the family. What is that? It's a kind of honor, respect, or tribute is what we call eulogy. Okay, samman. Yes, at the funeral, the minister offered the eulogy on behalf of the family. Yes, my dear students, now we are going to listen to the audio and do some comprehensive exercises. Please, before we listen, let me just give you a very short instruction as usual. So, we'll play the audio for 3 times, right? The first time, I'll just play the tape. You just get a bit familiar with the audio. And the second time I play the tape, please, you have to do the task, the first task given in your textbook, right? That is, choose the best answer. And there is one more chance for you, dear students, okay? So, yeah, the third time I play the tape, you have to do that very short question answer, okay? This is how we will do this listening. Now, let us firstly look at the tasks, okay, that we have to do, all right? Firstly, you have to just listen. Please, listen to the audio for the first time.
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
I'm really sorry to hear about your dad. My sincerest condolences go out to you and your family. He was such a great man.
Thanks. As you know, he had been sick for some time before he passed away, so we were somewhat prepared.
So, how's your mom taking it?
Oh, it's been really hard on her. I don't think you'd get over something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure. My heart really goes out to her.
Thanks.
So, how is your mom going to be able to manage things alone?
Well, financially, Mom will be able to live a secure life from now on. I mean, Dad had life insurance and substantial investments in property and stocks, so returns on those should take care of her.
That's good to hear.
But our main concern at this moment is her emotional state.
Yeah.
She's really down, so a call now and again should brighten her day.
So, what are the funeral arrangements? The obituary in the paper didn't mention much about the funeral.
Well, some of the family members will get together on Tuesday morning for a private memorial service, but there will be a viewing in the afternoon from 2 to 3, followed by a funeral service. One of my uncles will be giving the eulogy.
I wish there was something I could do for you.
Well, actually, there is.
Oh?
You know, Dad really admired you a lot, and before he died, he asked if you'd sing a musical number at the funeral.
Really? I'd be honored.
It would really mean a lot to the family.
Sure. Then, see you on Tuesday.
Okay, see you then.
Yes, my dear students, you have heard it for the first time. You are familiar there who are talking each other. What are they talking about? right? Now, I'm going to play the audio for the second time. Once you listen to this, time, you have to do this first task. That is choose the best answer. Are you ready? Yes. So let us listen again and try to do this task.
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
I'm really sorry to hear about your dad. My sincerest condolences go out to you and your family. He was such a great man.
Thanks. As you know, he had been sick for some time before he passed away, so we were somewhat prepared.
So, how's your mom taking it?
Oh, it's been really hard on her. I don't think you'd get over something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure. My heart really goes out to her.
Thanks.
So, how is your mom going to be able to manage things alone?
Well, financially, Mom will be able to live a secure life from now on. I mean, Dad had life insurance and substantial investments in property and stocks, so returns on those should take care of her.
That's good to hear.
But our main concern at this moment is her emotional state.
Yeah.
She's really down, so a call now and again should brighten her day.
So, what are the funeral arrangements? The obituary in the paper didn't mention much about the funeral.
Well, some of the family members will get together on Tuesday morning for a private memorial service, but there will be a viewing in the afternoon from 2 to 3, followed by a funeral service. One of my uncles will be giving the eulogy.
I wish there was something I could do for you.
Well, actually, there is.
Oh?
You know, Dad really admired you a lot, and before he died, he asked if you'd sing a musical number at the funeral.
Really? I'd be honored.
It would really mean a lot to the family.
Sure. Then, see you on Tuesday.
Okay, see you then.
Yes. I guess now you are pretty familiar with the task that we have to do after listening to the second time. Right? You have good, pretty clear information. So now is the time to see what you have done so far, whether you got all the information in this talks B or not. So let's see the first one, right? So Tim's father probably died. What? What is the right information there? Oh, let's see here, because of lingering illness, as he fell ill unexpectedly due to road accident. Right, so what is the correct answer? Very good. You might have guessed it correctly. The right answer is because of a lingering illness. Look at number B. Tim's mother will manage herself economically by. Let's see the option. What is the answer there? The money from her husband's insurance and stock. Right. There are some other options like investing money on life insurance, spending her government pension. So the right answer is the money from her husband's insurance and stock. Look at number C. How is Tim's mother? Yes, emotionally. Look, she has lost the purpose of her own life and she is hopeful about the future, or she feels very sad. No doubt, she feels very sad. Yes. Look at number D. The private memorial service is on. So, what is the answer? Thursday evening, Tuesday morning, or Tuesday evening? So, the correct answer is very good. Tuesday morning is the correct answer for number D. And number E. Tim asks Heather to, and there is the space at the funeral. So, what? Give a speech, or bring some flowers, or sing a song. No doubt, this is to sing a song. Yes. Dear students, now look at another talks, you have to listen once again and answer these questions. But please look at there, not more than 4 words. You have to keep these things in your mind. Your answers should be not more than 4 words. Yes, now let us just listen for the third time and we'll answer this question.
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
I'm really sorry to hear about your dad. My sincerest condolences go out to you and your family. He was such a great man.
Thanks. As you know, he had been sick for some time before he passed away, so we were somewhat prepared.
So, how's your mom taking it?
Oh, it's been really hard on her. I don't think you'd get over something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure. My heart really goes out to her.
Thanks.
So, how is your mom going to be able to manage things alone?
Well, financially, Mom will be able to live a secure life from now on. I mean, Dad had life insurance and substantial investments in property and stocks, so returns on those should take care of her.
That's good to hear.
But our main concern at this moment is her emotional state.
Yeah.
She's really down, so a call now and again should brighten her day.
So, what are the funeral arrangements? The obituary in the paper didn't mention much about the funeral.
Well, some of the family members will get together on Tuesday morning for a private memorial service, but there will be a viewing in the afternoon from 2 to 3, followed by a funeral service. One of my uncles will be giving the eulogy.
I wish there was something I could do for you.
Well, actually, there is.
Oh?
You know, Dad really admired you a lot, and before he died, he asked if you'd sing a musical number at the funeral.
Really? I'd be honored.
It would really mean a lot to the family.
Sure. Then, see you on Tuesday.
Okay, see you then.
Yes. My dear students, I hope now you have got all the information to these very short questions. As I said you earlier, you have to answer these very short questions with not more than 4 words. Okay? Not more than 4 words. So now, let's just see the first question. So, why does Tim Pone hate her? Right. The first question. So, what is your answer? Good. Now, see, a very short answer. Fulfill his father's wish. Okay, this is a very short, okay, answer for question number A. Now, look at number B. When will the viewing take place? So, what is the answer? Good. It's Tuesday afternoon. Right. Only 2 words. Tuesday afternoon. Now, let's see number C. Who will be giving the eulogy? Right. So, you may have got the answer. The right answer is one of Tim's uncle. That's good answer. And number D. So, what had Tim's father wanted Heather to do just before he died? And what is the answer? Okay. What was his last wish? Right. The correct answer is, yeah, sing a few musical number. So, you might have got this answer from the listening comprehension. My dear students, I hope you have got all the information so far in task A, B and task C. So, now with this almost we have come to the end of this interesting lesson. Hope you have enjoyed a lot. So, we learned some interesting words which are mispronounced in our daily communication today, and we also learned how to express sympathy in some of the, let's say, troubling situations, and ultimately we did listening comprehension. So before we wrap up, I just would like to assign you, yes, a very short task as home assignment. So how would you extend condolences following someone's death? You might have, okay? So if you have, so how would you extend those condolences? Yes, following someone's death. You could write, okay, a condolence, message of condolence, and share it to your class. So with this, we have come to the end of this session. Thank you so very much for your active participation. We'll be meeting in the next episode. Thank you. Goodbye.